Heart of a small, quaint town stood an old Victorian house with a mysterious past. The house had been abandoned for decades, its windows boarded up, its facade crumbling. Locals whispered tales of strange occurrences within its walls, of eerie noises emanating from the basement late at night. Many believed the house was haunted, but few dared to investigate further. One fateful night, a group of adventurous teenagers decided to explore the abandoned house. Among them was Sarah, a brave and curious soul who had always been drawn to the unknown. Armed with flashlights and nerves of steel, they crept through the overgrown garden and forced open the creaking front door. Inside, the air was thick with dust, and the floorboards groaned beneath their feet. The teenagers exchanged nervous glances as they made their way through the dimly lit corridors, their hearts pounding with anticipation. It wasn't long before they found themselves standing in front of a heavy wooden door leading to the basement. Despite their apprehension, Sarah pushed open the door, revealing a narrow staircase descending into darkness. With trembling hands, they began their descent, the sound of their footsteps echoing off the stone walls. As they reached the bottom, their flashlights revealed a sprawling network of tunnels stretching out before them. The air grew colder, and a sense of ease settled over the group as they ventured deeper into the labyrinthine passages. Strange symbols adorned the walls, illuminated by their flickering flashlights, casting eerie shadows in every direction. Whispers echoed through the tunnels, their source impossible to discern. Suddenly, they heard a blood-curdling scream echoing from somewhere ahead. Panic surged through the group as they raced towards the source of the sound, their hearts pounding in their chests. They stumbled upon a chamber bathed in an otherworldly glow, its walls decorated with arcane sigils and symbols. In the center of the chamber stood a grotesque figure, its eyes gleaming with malice. It spoke in a voice that seemed to emanate from the depths of the earth, filling the room with dread. The teenagers realized with horror that they had stumbled upon something beyond their understanding, something ancient and malevolent. Desperate to escape, they turned and fled, their footsteps echoing through the tunnels as they raced towards the surface. But the entity pursues them relentlessly, its presence growing ever closer. With each passing moment, the air grew thicker and the darkness seemed to close in around them. To the top of the stairs, a deafening roar reverberated through the basement, shaking the very foundations of the house. The teenagers burst through the basement door and stumbled out into the night, their hearts pounding with terror. As they fled into the darkness, they knew that they had narrowly escaped the clutches of something far more sinister than they could have ever imagined. And although they tried to put the events of that night behind them, they knew that the nightmares in the basement would haunt them forever.